Ocean is a sequencer and sample library. It allows you to sample and edit sounds, sequence beats and arrange tracks quickly and simply. Ocean can be used collaboratively or on your own to create sample-based music online. This video will give you a rundown on Ocean's capabilities and how to use the platform. To get started with Ocean, simply click Sign In, create an account and fill in the details. This is the profile screen which holds all of your projects. To make a new one, click Add a new session, give it a name and click Edit. The production view is split into three main parts: the sequencer, arrangement controls and the sample library. To get started, let's create a simple beat with the preset sounds. All changes made to the beat are saved to the cloud in real time, so there's no need to click save. To change the BPM, you can simply change the BPM number and hit enter. Let's explore the pitch controls on Ocean by clicking Channel Effects. Custom Speed allows us to speed up or slow down a sample when it's played back. So I've selected Channel 8 by clicking on Channel 8. And I'll change custom speed down to 0.5 so we can hear the hi-hat being played at half speed. Alternatively, we could pitch it up. So custom speed allows us to have controls over how quickly or slowly the sounds are played and thus control over how much they're pitched up or down. After editing a few speeds of our sounds, our beat now sounds like this. Auto stretch speeds up or slows down a sample over a certain number of bars. Channel 2 automatically has auto stretch set to 4 bars and contains a drum break, so it will sound like this. The drum break is stretched over 4 bars, so it loops perfectly. If we turn the BPM up a few and play it again, we can hear that the sample is perfectly in time. So if we set it to 2 bars, it will play over 2, which is a little bit too quick. So let's set it back down to 4. Cool. Channel 1 automatically is set to a 4-bar auto stretch, but any channel can use either custom speed or auto stretch by toggling between the two in Channel Effects, as seen here. The public sample library on Ocean is the collection of all samples uploaded by all users. Let's explore the public sample library to find a melody. To preview the sounds, simply press play. Okay, I like this sound, so I'm going to assign it to channel 1. Key it in on the 1st and 4th bars, and we can see that it's set to auto stretch over 4 bars like the drum break, so it will fit to our BPM perfectly. Even if we speed it right up. Auto stretch speeds up or slows down samples so they're perfectly in time with the beats that you're creating to allow you to quickly and simply explore different ideas. Now let's explore Ocean's sampling capabilities by dropping an audio file onto the sampler. Once it's loaded, we can zoom in and zoom out to get a little bit more clarity. We can scrub through the wave by scrolling left and right. There are 2 types of samples: one-shots like drum hits, which are played once and very short, sharp sounds, or longer melodic ones that we'll call loops. Let's explore how we can best sample a loop in Ocean. So let's jump ahead a little bit. So I like that little fluty sample here. So to sample it, I'm going to click and drag over the waveform and try and get the best representation of the loop that I can. To preview, I'm going to hit play. So let's click and drag on the end of the sample window to try and catch it before this this drum hit hits here, so we can get a little bit of a better loop. So let's hear that again. It's key that longer samples are perfectly looping, Otherwise, when we use auto stretch to sync them to our BPM, they're going to sound out of time and messy. I'm happy with this sample, so now I'm going to click sample, give it a name, and hit upload. And we'll see that it's being pushed to the sample library. To assign it to channel 1, I'm literally going to click assign channel 1, open up channel effects and pull it out over 8 bars, which will sound like this. So now if we change the BPM down a little bit, cool. Now let's explore sampling one-shot samples. One-shot samples can be things like kick drums, snare drums, single chords, things like that. Stuff that's generally only played once and wouldn't require auto stretch. So here I've got some drums and I want to sample one of these snare drums, so I'm going to zoom right in so I can see it. And the key with sampling one-shot samples is to make sure that there's no silence at the start of the sample and you successfully sample as much as the tail end of the sample that you can. Silence at the start of one-shot samples will make them sound out of time when using them in your projects. Again, I've found that this one sounds good. I'm going to hit sample, give it another name, hit upload, and then I'm going to assign that to channel 15. Maybe pitch it down a little bit. And it'll sound like this. Now let's explore making a longer track on Ocean. To add a new loop to our project, click New Loop in this section here, give it a name, and click Add New Loop. This will add it to our loop menu, which is just here, where we can bounce through the other loops in the project. I'm going to now populate a few more loops so we have a nice little intro, bridge, and then leading up to our Hello World loop. Click Beat Arranger to start arranging your loops into full tracks. Here on these cards we can see how many times each loop plays. So here we've got the intro loop playing once, this is the intro, and then we'll play My New Loop twice and then finish on Hello World for 4 times. To hear the whole track, click Play Full and it will play through all of the loops in sequence. So that's how you make loops and sequence them into full beats on Ocean. To collaborate, hit the Collaborate button, copy the whole URL and send it to another logged in Ocean user. You'll then be able to collaborate in real time, seeing each other's changes to the beat, the samples, BPM and channel effects to be able to collaboratively make music in real time online. This report bug idea feedback form link in the header opens up a little Google sheet which allows you to submit ideas that you have for the platform or bugs or issues that you might have found. I really encourage people to fill this in with ideas for the platform and how we can push it forward to benefit all users. I'll be regularly checking in on the feedback and starting to implement ideas and fixing bugs as time goes on. Thanks very much for watching this video and I hope you enjoy using Ocean.